A round of applause for Yoshifumi Tozuka, dropping 10 out of 10 chapters week after week, and 129, no different. The long-awaited introduction of the sacred spirit treasures. The last time we get to see Victor fight alongside Jules, and Luna continuing to drop bombs on us chapter after chapter. I'm beginning to wonder how Yoshifumi fits this all into 22 pages and does it so well, but it doesn't matter. I digress. Let's get into it. So we're going page by page given the pacing of this chapter, and we actually begin with seeing immense character growth from our boy Victor, actually learning why he reached out to Andy and asked him if he could check into this fight against God. A little flashback reveals that Victor had never felt content in his relationship with Jules, never feeling like he'd been able to reciprocate that sense of warmth and comfort that she'd given to him. And repaying that debt is the exact reason why he wants to be in the fight. Given the current situation, their abilities aren't working, their strongest shot didn't even touch this guy, and their honestly, over-reliance on Unburn's ability is just making Victor realize we need a new strategy, and I think that I could be that individual who helps you out with the strategy. And along with helping them out, he'll also be able to answer his own questions. Why he feels this way about Jules, and be able to fight alongside her as she actually dies, because he has this conflicting thought within his head. Although throughout the series he's always wished for her to free herself through death, he wants to be there in those final moments and just ensure that she understands the way he feels about her. This was some crazy character development because if you think about Victor throughout the series, he's just a guy who's very grounded in his ways, has a very rigid sense of thinking, and is just always trying to accomplish his own goal, which is only to defeat Jules so she could free herself through death. He couldn't give it to himself, and he just saw his woman chasing this pointless task down for, as we learn, billions on billions of years, and it just made him get to this point where he was completely emotionally cut off, not even able to reciprocate the feelings which he, felt for the woman he loved. And it got to this point where all he wanted to do was bob her. And it's cool to see this differing ideology, this sort of metaverse version of Andy, I guess to say. Victor, the person who never found his beacon of hope, the person who it took a little bit too long to reach that point where I can say, yes, I do have hope, that I can see that, light at the end of the tunnel. It's crazy how Victor finally gets to this point right here at his presumably last instance with us, and we know that's not the case. Yoshifumi's not going to take the divine conqueror out of here, because as we see in this chapter, it's a hard-boiled guy. Now with the green light from Andy, Victor is able to jump onto the scene as he and Jules spring out to God, ready to take him down with the sacred spirit treasures. But God is a hard-boiled individual. He begins hailing a downpour of boulders towards the negators, and although Jules is ready to use the Aegis, Victor says wait, using this dead road-like shotgun blast to completely obliterate every single rock within the vicinity. And two things right here. One, the obvious. Victor is freaking broken. Just like Shen said, wait, he was holding back? This dude had been holding back the entire series. The only thing I think I can think of that presumably was a full out, let me get my nuts out, was the dead road. Whenever we saw him completely obliterate an entire city with his blood, yeah, that was a very strong attack. But this right here, completely just parrying, I guess to say, just defending against this giant blast from God, this downpour of meteors, was crazy. Victor is a strong individual, and I don't have much else to say about that aside from, strongest negator within the series. 2, this is cool to see. It's kind of like some Elden Ring shit. We're fighting up against Godric right now. He's beaten our ass 99 times before this. I know what's going to happen. Victor knew that he had the ability to kind of fend off against this giant downpour of rocks. And I think also at this moment he knew that there's something bigger coming up, Jules, not just this downpour of rocks that we need to prepare for. Because as we see in a moment, there's something we truly need to use the Aegis shield for. And that thing to come is an incineration laser, one strong enough to wipe out damn near half a state. God shoots it down at the negators as all of them try to brace for impact. Before we see anything, Luna already applauds the negators, saying that they would have been obliterated from this blast. However, their use of the Aegis shield actually protected them. And right here, gotta give a shout out, this panel, beautiful. But she tells us this is a superior artifact, a weapon of her own creation capable of killing Sun, one of the 3 sacred spirit treasures, the Aegis. We already know the other two, one being the Rebellion, which we see this chapter, alongside the Heart, which we are actually unable to attain this loop just due to, Nico betraying us. Luna continues that if we never made it till 2020, we actually never would have been able to attain these sacred treasures. So I guess that, getting that extra spot within the Union with its shortcomings was actually something worthwhile to us. Once again, showing that even though the Negators are definitely the underdog within this situation, the cards are kind of stacked up against them, they do have a fair game at the end of the day, and it's always stupid how we have this little small positives alongside a whole mountain of negatives for every single thing the gods do to us. But if you play fighting games, you know how this works. God did a highly committal attack, incineration laser, that's got a lot of end lag on it. It's time to jump on the attack right now. The offensive begins as Jules calls forth the Rebellion. And right now I'm wondering, what the heck is this thing? It's crazy how it's sort of an embodiment. We've already seen the sword, the Rebellion. However, that's not what, Jules is using right now. She calls forth something that comes out of the ground right from below them, so presumably somewhere near the Union HQ. And even given its appearance, I was kind of thinking like, dude, does this have some sort of relation to the Apocalypse book? But that's a very far-stretching theory. At the end of the day, I just think it's super interesting that we seen this physical artifact of the Rebellion. However, the use of it actually comes through the calling forth of a sort of soul or a spirit or a power which embodies whatever you're actually using. And here's where Luna drops some crazy shit on us. I still don't know how I feel about this woman. I definitely hear everybody's thoughts on her maybe not being completely evil, but this cackle right here really caught me off guard. She says that, damn, congratulations to y'all. For the first time in 99 loops, you finally have two sacred spirit treasures fighting off against God. And I was like, holy sheesh, kabish on a leash. 99 times Jules folded, 99 times Victor folded, the rest of the Union. We can pull a lot of actors within there, but holy crap, there's a lot I could say about that. I think it deserves its own video, 99 loops. But just thinking about this, Luna has watched them fail 99 times and we're on the last one and she's still not let's help out. I don't trust her. Either way, you would think Victor would be the one using the Rebellion given the fact that, he's the Divine Conqueror, the strongest individual within this series with no doubt about it. However, Jules has to be the wielder of this sword, and Luna kind of details why. The blade is fueled by vengeance, and given Jules has never stopped her pursuit, mentally or physically, against defeating God, along with her rage towards him for all his past actions, she's the most worthy of wielding this blade. And as Jules begins powering up the blade, imbuing it with the misery, with the regrets, and with the rage she's experienced through her past loops, her rage against God from the past 455.4 billion years is imbued into the sword as we see this beautiful panel as she's going to strike down Kami. And I just spoke through that, but let's hammer this home. The emphasis on the artwork that Yoshifumi gave us for this whole Rebellion part was breathtaking. I have nothing to say about it because it's just that beautiful. No words to put to page about what this evoked within me. Yoshifumi was on fire this chapter. This whole Rebellion scene, just seeing all these different past loops, all the things that could have been, the old Gina, Void outside of his suit, just having fun with the undead in them, and just everything that, Jules' has experienced, just taking form of rage against God, against, rebellion, retaliation. Oh my god, Undead Unluck. Bro, an insane chapter. Yoshifumi, I don't even want to, speculate on the next chapter. It's gonna be fire. It's going to be really good. Everything they've been giving us recently is just amazing. And this one had me feeling really freaking good. I keep saying it because, what else is there to say right now? Andy, I love you. Victor, I love you. Jules, I love you. This whole loop. Coming to fruition has just been crazy, y'all. But nah, seriously, there's not much else to say. Undead Unluck's getting an anime. Yeah. I still need to drop Negator videos. I still need to drop my Shin versus Fang video. However, bear with me. I just got a freaking bed. Nice, yeah? Yeah. What else are you motherfuckers?